Well, I appreciate this is not my normal style of video, but we encountered something in Football Manager the other day that I couldn't ignore. For those of you that joined me on a live stream on Wednesday night, you will know that we tried to take charge of FC Twente in the Eredivisie, a third step on what has become a bit of a journeyman save. However, we were thwarted by an hour of the most bizarre FM gameplay we've ever had, full of glitches, bugs, and all seemingly directed at one individual team. We couldn't quite believe what we were seeing, and in the end, we had to abort our mission to revive FC Twente and go and get another job instead. However, I felt it was too interesting not to show. Today, we are having a look at FC Twente and a number of bugs and glitches I can't really explain. It seems to relate to the way a B team is set up and the fact that they're an affiliate club rather than the club itself. And the way it's been done in Football Manager has caused chaos, and I mean literal chaos. The easiest way for me to explain is just to show you, and I had two choices with this. I could have made another video now showing what we found in a live stream, but it wouldn't have been my natural reaction to it. So I don't think it would have been fair. It would have explained the issues, but it wouldn't have explained my bemusement at it. So what we're going to do instead is piece together some highlights from the live stream on Wednesday, showing just how bizarre some of these issues were. So it's not going to be a normal format of video, but from these stream highlights that we'll clip together in a minute, you're going to see something that is quite astonishing. I want to know in the comments at the end if you've ever seen something similar, the same, or even any part of it, because it's something that messed with player stats, messed with wages, messed with team structures, contracts, the lot. It affected literally everything, but only with one club. We then went to another club in the Eredivisie and it was fine. So this has left me all the more baffled. Let me go and show you one of the most interesting stints I've ever had in FM24, albeit it only lasted about an hour. This is the story of FC Twente and one of the most bizarre bugs I've ever seen in my 20 years playing Football Manager. Here we are then, 3.5-star reputation, a media prediction of 7th, but the club is bottom of the table. We've basically turned this into a firefighter, haven't we? Chris van der Veerden is the assistant manager. We know him. He was at Derby once upon a time, wasn't he? And Arnold Brugink is a director of football who's pretty average across the board, but thankfully we haven't got to rely on him this time. If I say we can avoid a relegation battle, I gain nothing out of it. We're over the wage bill as well as the transfer budget. Let's have a look at the development centre. No way. Hang on a minute. There are 3.5-star players in our reserves. In our under-18s, sorry, and they're 20 years of age. What's going on here? There's 25 key players in the first team squad. There are 3.5-star players in the under-18s. And they're all over 20. Excuse the pun. I mean, we're going to have to sell about 30 players in January here because this club is hoarding first team level players. Unless 3.5-star is worryingly poor for this level suddenly, we've got a very bizarre situation on our hands. Usually I'd start with the reserves and promote the 1 or 2 stars to the first team, but there's 12 or 13 first team candidates there. And the best of them, Rowan Nielsen. Oh, this has just turned it to worry. That's not 3.5 stars. Please don't tell me that's 3.5 stars. Why is the media prediction 7th in the Eredivisie if this is a 3.5-star player? Oh, leading seconds here. Oh, hang on. All the others are rated 5 and 4.5. What the hell is going on here? I'm starting to think the 25-star players thing might be some sort of glitch because everyone's rated as 4.5 or 5-star, like literally the whole squad. No, something's not right. Something's really not right here. I've not seen anything like this. And obviously before we took this job, we went and checked all the other Dutch sides. We made sure that they didn't have loads of star players and everything. Something's gone really, really awry here. I'm a little bit confused. I don't think anyone will have seen anything like this. It doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, we're just going to have to look for the first team at this point, aren't we? Hang on. That's just the senior squad. I'm so confused. I'm so confused as to what's going on here. Because this is a team, this is a league with B teams. I think there's something going wrong here. Let's have a look at the B side. So they've got loads of amateur players who aren't on contracts at all. Might have crashed. No, we're okay. Yeah, something's not right. So there's players in here that are worth 10 million quid. But are they? No, they're in our first team. Right. Hang on. So we've got a first team and there's a B team, but they're all listed as first team players. I don't understand. I'm going to do what Si said. I'm going to skip ahead one day. And then we'll make our decision. But the problem is I need to pick a tactic to do that. I mean, I might as well just include everyone here and see what we're working with. And we can just ignore the crap ones, can't we? But this makes absolutely zero sense. So this is even better. There are 3 senior goalkeepers that are either 3.5 or 4 star. 2 of them are listed as star players, and the one that's been starting in the league games is the one player in the first team squad listed as a backup. I do love that irony. Yeah, maybe, Si. Maybe it is in terms of B team standard, but then why is my B team and my first team showing as the same thing? The B team's not even there, but it's there. I mean, this, I don't want to get too dramatic too early. This could be game breaking. And it might explain why everyone's listed as a star player. Because 10 of them might have been intended for the B team. The B team are an affiliate, are they not? They kind of are, but I don't think it's been put in correctly. It's very odd. Yeah, I don't know. I've never... Obviously, we've managed loads of clubs with B teams. It's never come up like this. I'm just going to skip ahead for a day and see if it resolves itself. Yeah, we're going to skip ahead one day. Annoyingly, I've got to set this up first. So remind me to go back and change this before the first game tomorrow night. There are a few players unhappy. The agreed playing time, I expected that to come up a little bit. Captain at the moment is Diego Hernandez, so don't really want an experienced left winger or a skipper, but am I going to rock the boat if I change that straight away? He is a better candidate, Lelandel. Vukovic is there. God, he's crap. Oh, this is not good. I'm just going to leave it as it was. Let's not make any changes. Right, skip ahead. Hope the problems resolve themselves tomorrow. If not, we're going to be introducing ourselves to a 50-man squad. Must be like what it's like to be a new Chelsea manager. Just going in and trying to remember who all the names are. Right, we've reached a new day. Nothing's changed. So basically the player ratings we've got to ignore to a large extent because they don't make sense for the senior squad we've got. If I do not at the club, right, I think we found a solution. So yeah, it might be affiliate related because when we say not at the club, no, it's definitely that they've been listed as at the affiliate. When we say not at the club or high players that aren't at the club, we go back to a normal size squad. What really worries me though is that when we do that, most of the 5-star players disappear. I don't get it. And these are all young players. All the 30 pluses are then gone. Oh, it's so confusing and so unnecessary. Right, let's just look at the players that are of a half standard. Can you go to the B team and move those players to the first team? So let's go to the B team. Yeah, it does suggest 5 stars. So if I do not at the club here, will that then show me the opposite? That doesn't do anything. And these players are ineligible. They're above the maximum age for the competition, and we've got like 20 of them in there. This is more confusing than managing in the bloody MLS. This is a minefield. How did Steve McLaren do it? Right, so let's just try and work this out a little bit. Hang on, are these players the same ones that are missing in the first team? I need to actually check this. Because one of the ones missing in the first team was Pedro Pereira. So let's just take some names there. Hagman, Nilsson, Zamberi, and Allman. They're not in there. What? But the players in their B team there aren't even the players that are being taken off when I go like this. It's not even the same players that are going. I'm genuinely astonished. I don't know what's happening. So where are those players? If they're not at the club, they're not in the B team's club, they're not in our under-19s, and they're not in our senior team, where the hell are they? Where the hell are these players? No wonder they're over the wage bill. They've got about 20 players they've completely forgotten about. And you click on a player who disappears when you press that and see what it says. Yes, good idea. Right, so let's work it out again. So if we do not at the club, let's just get... So we've got 4 goalkeepers there. All of the best ones are gone. Right, hang on. All right, there we go. So we had 6 keepers. So 6 goalkeepers. Where's the other one who was injured? I had a goalkeeper who was injured there a minute ago. 100%. The one who played the last game. There he is. He's a 32-year-old in the under-18s. Oh my God, this is too much for me at this point of the evening. I've been working all day. Right. So not at the club. Let's see which goalkeepers disappear, and then we'll work it out who one of them are. But the team it's showing as the second team, Steve, from the development centre, they've got completely different players into the ones that are disappearing when I press not at the club here. So is that just eliminating under 18s? Hang on a minute. If I do that. Right. One of the ones who's disappearing. In fact, all of those bottom 3 keepers are disappearing. So where are you? FC Twente under 18s. But I've already excluded the under 18s. So why are you still showing up? This has taken another turn. Look. The under 18 squad ticked. It includes then a 32-year-old. I untick it. It's still got these 6 goalkeepers. I then tick not at the club, sorry. We go down to those 3. Then I go to the other 3. And Tema, it says FC Twente under 18s. He's not available for the senior squads. Under 18s is there. Hang on, there's 2 under 18s. Oh, there's an under 18 for each academy as well. Jesus Christ. There's the 32-year-old keeper. What? So this goalkeeper started the last FC Twente league game for us in the Eredivisie. He's on a contract of no money and he's in the B team of the affiliate team. But apparently is listed as not at the club. The only thing I can think to do here... Sorry, there's 17-year-olds in this B team. Whoa. I've just seen something else. There's 17-year-olds in this under 18 affiliate B team of Hercules, who are on £7,000 a week. This Slovenian is on £7,000 a week. I have walked into all sorts of bugs at once here. This is not a glitch. This is a full-blown meltdown. This is every AI system in FM failing at the same time. I might just have to release this 15 minutes as a video on Friday and see if anyone's ever seen this before. What the hell do I do? Apart from, obviously, at the end, we're probably going to have to resign, but they're putting people like that on £3,500 a week because I'm guessing each one of them is saying the squad isn't full enough. Because it can't work out that they're all actually part of the same club. There's then this random under 18s. That keeper's there again. The right back's there. This has got the same players in. Both under 18s have got the same players in. Now, there's an even bigger problem after all of this, which is I still haven't found the other 20 players from the first team. I still have no idea where they are, unless they're in here. And I'm a bit concerned that every time I click on this team, my PC feels like it's going to crash. Now, none of these are earning money. All of our first team players are listed in here. All of the players that say they're not at the club are also listed in here. But then when you click on them, it says they're in... Hang on. Yeah, this is really glitching. Like, this isn't going back properly. Like, it doesn't even understand what's going on. So this is the keeper. It said, was it... Right. When I clicked on him in the first team, it said he was in the under 18s. I've now clicked on him in the reserve team, and it says he's in the senior team. He's also had 2 loan spells somewhere. God knows how the club have managed to loan him out. They don't even know where he is. This game is broken. Well, this club is broken in this game. Sorry, thank you very much. I've got the time wasting mug on. I'm not going to get to a game to do that, am I? But why is it only FC Twente? Because every other club in the division had a normal first team squad. And more importantly, where the hell are the other 20 players that were in this senior squad? Where are they actually residing? I'm trying to find someone who's disappearing. I couldn't, thank you very much. 30 months is incredible. We've just joined FC Twente and we have met a whole world of problems in Football Manager because this club is a mess and there are a lot of problems. There is one other option we've got here, folks, that I think we can look at, which is we haven't saved the game since the start of the stream when we left Pelsen. We could undo leaving Pelsen and maybe start applying for other jobs again because I don't think we're going to be able to do this. I mean, should we meet the senior players and the ghosts that are here? Misovic is a goalkeeper who's okay. Now, all of these players I'm just going to look at. Move to under 18, move to Hercules squad, move to 18 and that. I just want to see if there's a brilliant squad here somewhere. I mean, he's rubbish as well. This squad makes very little sense. The other option we've got is we go through this squad today, see how it goes, and then start an FM07 save at the weekend if it doesn't work out. This has blown my mind even more. He's a right back who's left-footed. Oh, this game's just playing tricks in my head now. So, who was that I was just on? Was that Bart Schreier? All right, hang on. Not at the club. Bart Schreier's still at the club. Jambo, I did want to stay at Twente for the challenge, but the problem I've got here is that I can't find half of the players. It's all lovely wanting a challenge, but if you've got 50 players on the wage bill and you can't even use them, then you are in trouble. I'll tell you what I do want to do, actually. I want to go to, are those 2 5-star players? Hang on. If I do this, can we remember the names, please? Lang, Binder, Zim and Garner. All disappear when I get rid of players not at the club. So where the hell are the 3 of them? Christoph Lang, FC Twente. Move to senior squad. But where are you? It says you're in the senior squads. You've played 300 and... Oh. Oh. Hang on. Oh, this has gone very wrong. Oh, this is worse than I thought. It just caught my eye. At the bottom right of the screen, hang on. He's been here since 2026, so this is his 6th season. Played 331 games. 55, 85, 73, all listed as league games on the bottom of the screen. Oh, this is so broken. This is so broken. Now, there's something even bigger here. It's completely goose, but we're obviously going to have to leave this save. But can we just deal with something here? 85 appearances in a season. That's a whole Eredivisie campaign. That's a whole campaign for the B team. He's got to then be playing for a 3rd squad. The only way you can play 80 league games in a season, especially when we're in an 18-team league where there's 34 games, he's got to be playing for 3 teams. But Macca, if you go to the development centre, they've then got one here that takes you to a completely different place. And he's showing up in there as well. So where else is he showing up? Can you cancel the affiliate? No, you can't cancel it. A shared youth team where players can be sent to. Playing in the reserves. Oh, no, this is really broken. He's played 300 games in 5 years. He's normal. 31 games. So he's one of the best players at the club. He's played 31 games in 4 years. Nicholas Binder, 337 appearances in 7 years. I don't think FM's broken Load FM. I think FM has broken FC Twente. I think we're seeing why this very good team is bottom of the division and in trouble now. Kudos to the manager who had him in the top half prior to that. The only thing I'm maybe thinking is if the B team was in was it in the 2nd or 3rd tier and then maybe it got relegated into an amateur league and they didn't know what to do. But this is, I think in my 20 years of playing FM, this is the most astonishing thing I've ever seen. I genuinely do. I don't remember seeing anything like it. Or for all of the complaints you see elsewhere, I don't think I've ever seen anything this broken. I'm going to put this out as a YouTube video on Friday. I want to know if people have seen the same thing. No, that's the thing, Macca. I've never seen such a monumental bug with one team. Because we've checked the other teams in the Eredivisie and have got completely normal squads. You saw my alarm bells when there were 25-star players in the senior team. But there are some people here who literally aren't assigned to a squad. They're not assigned to any of them. Well, we're not going to be able to manage Twente. This is beyond doing. Because there are 60-odd players playing 80 games a year and we have no idea where the other clubs are. That's the one thing I was going to do, Si, is have a look at the staff responsibilities. We're just over the wage budget. The wage budget is 282 and we're spending 286. So obviously not all of the players are on that wage bill, Macca, because there were youth players, crap ones, on £7,000 a week. Let's go back to staff here. Which bit would it come under? Team? Let's just scroll through them and see what we're allowed to have an impact on. So staff, under 18s, no, we can't do anything with the B team. Not staff, not transfers, not nothing. So what it looks like is that B team is just sort of siphoning our players to go and play in a reserve league. And we've got no say in stopping it and no say in taking them. And that means they're ending up playing 2, 3 full league seasons because they're playing for our first team, they're playing for the Hercules first team, and they're playing for the Hercules under 18s team because there's clearly no rules in whatever league they're playing. And when I was on here, like these players, they weren't marked as, or I don't think they were. I can't make them unavailable. No, I looked, Macca, it can't be cancelled. The link can't be cancelled. It's greyed out. They're in some reserve league. They're not in one of the senior divisions. So if we go into the affiliates, they can't cancel the link. There's nowhere there to do it. There's nowhere to negotiate it. They're an amateur team with insecure finances and they've got half a star reputation. I mean, I don't really know how because they've got top Eredivisie players playing 40 games a season for them. How the hell are they struggling in an amateur division? I've never seen a bigger bug with one team in FM. I've never seen anything like it in FM, quite frankly. But this, we're going to have to abandon it. And you can expect to see the highlights of this on YouTube on Friday because that's insane. That is absolutely insane. What I want to know, site, is has anyone else come across that? I almost feel like while we're here, let's go and have a look on the Sports Interactive forums. I'm just going to have a little random search for FC Twente or for the Eredivisie and see if these things have been noted before. Aha. Right. Someone's put this is difficult to explain. Twente Hercules Academy transfer glitch. Difficult to explain. Description of issue. 15th of January this was. This is difficult to explain. In my save several years back, I was playing with PSV and sometimes that team will come in for a player. However, their bid never shows up and sometimes I get stuck as it will go back to the offers page to accept and reject and I can never do it. Also, the player never goes once it's accepted. It says my player has gone to the team, but they still show up as my player. That's what's happening with all of the Twente players. I can list him for loan and stuff, but he's still not my player. I've also had to use the in-game editor several times to fix the issue whenever it's come that the player moves there. The club never appears in his career history, nor when you go to landmarks. It's very difficult to explain as I no longer have the save file. And I'm so far into the future when not managing a Dutch team. Right, hello, my problem is similar. Here we go. So this club has been an issue for the whole of FM24 and 23. So FC Twente are just unmanageable in FM. Is that the fact? If you're an FC Twente fan, you might as well not bother with Football Manager, mightn't you? So we're going to go back in this universe and we're going to walk away from the FC Twente job offer. And we're now... Do you know what's really annoyed me about all of this? If bloody Spezia had offered me a job interview and not said you've never helped a team avoid relegation when it's literally the thing I did when I joined Pelsen, we wouldn't have had any of this problem. Well, there it is. That's what we encountered when trying to take over FC Twente on Twitch in our FM24 save. It was a save that was made using the FM24 January update, but as it's quite famously known on my channel, I don't add anything into the game. Logo, packs, editors, nothing. I don't even add in real faces and badges, much to the annoyance of a lot of the community. So I haven't done anything to make it happen, but it is one of the most odd experiences. Having had a look around the forums and things, it does seem that a couple of other people have encountered this issue. But I've also watched 1 or 2 sort of playthroughs that people have done from the start with Twente. It doesn't appear to have been an issue there. So let me know if you've ever seen anything like it, as I said at the start, and let me know what you make of it. I've sent it off to Sports Interactive to have a little bit of a dig into it. And hopefully it will be resolved for next year. Because if you're an FC Twente fan, I don't think Football Manager is going to be that playable for you. If you did enjoy it, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video, subscribe, turn that notification bell and all that good stuff. We're back with retro videos next week. We will be returning on Twitch on Sunday at a club that is working efficiently. But thank you very much for watching this bizarre and very different tale from FM24. You can find our regular stories up in the eye above from this year. I'll see you all again on Monday.